Hello YouTube, let me hope you're doing well. So it's your boy Seiko coming up with a new video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the blueprint that I use me personally to see where the trend is going, to see where the price is heading, and also getting involved. And this is Wyckof. And I know I've been talking about Wyckof, markup, all that stuff, redistribution, all that stuff is in Wyckof. So I think you guys have been searching about Wyckof and you guys have been really confused because it's really a very complex topic to read on your own. In my trading, the blueprint, very simple because I simplified it. My mentor simplified it, so I was learning from him. Everything very simplified. So with all that said, let's get started with the video. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe real quick, like the video, and we get started. I think you guys have been searching about Wyckof and you guys have been so disgusted with what you have been seeing. So what you're seeing in front of you guys, this is the Wyckof accumulation phase, actually the complete, because I teach the complete and the incomplete. But all that doesn't matter. This is what you need to know. It's a very complicated strategy to use. So if you're like, I'm going to be using Wyckof, blah, 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 you're going to be losing a lot of money because it's a really complicated strategy to be using. So if you look at the markets, it's very hard to spot everything around here. So what I made it look like, before even I talk about how simplified it is, this is what I want to talk about. Wyckof is everywhere in the market. Everything that happens is Wyckof. Like, that guy simplified this. Like, he drew out the map of the charts and started labeling everything independently. He talked about the correction phase. He talked about the bearish phase, talked about the bullish phase, the consolidation phases. So these are the ones that I've marked out in this way. I don't want you guys to be confused by this. Just leave all this out from your eyes. Don't look at this because this is really not necessary. I'm just abolishing this. It's not going to be working for you, okay? So right now, this is what I wanted you guys to see. So Wyckof has the markdown phase. It has the markup. It has the reaccumulation. It has the distribution phase. It has the redistribution, and the markdown, as I've showed you guys. So this accumulation and distribution phase, the reason why I wanted to mark these two, it's because this is where most people get the conflicts from. How is the market changing? Is the market continuing to the upside? All that will be solved in this video. So just buckle up. So guys, what you have to know is instead of all this happening in Wyckof, instead of all this happening, this crazy crap, all this happening, what you just need is a very simple model, and the model goes like this. We get our markdown simply like that. We break, and I've been talking about this. So if we break a high, most traders take it to be a choke, change of character, and they are looking to continue longs because they are seeing that the bulls have come into the market. But this is not actually the sense, because most of the time when price breaks to the upside, it's respecting a theory that I teach a lot of the times on this channel. It's the Elliott wave theory. It wants to redistribute and continue to the downside. So that's what I teach my students to view this. And I also want you, if you're a new person on this channel, I want you to understand this. So let me delete all this crazy stuff. And most of the times I want to show you all this in just one simple model. And that model is we break once, then we break the second time. So if we break the second time, it's assuring us that the bulls have finally come into the market. This single break doesn't show us that the the bulls are into the market. It just shows us that these guys are kind of fed up, but they are continuing to the downside. They're just collecting the energy. Right here, they passed the low, but they're just collecting their drink. Actually, they're ordering some KFC or drinking some water to continue to the downside. But when we get a second break, it shows us finally that these guys are fed up, like they have shot them dead, and now we are continuing to the upside. The bears, the bulls are now in control. The bears are exhausted. You know what I mean? So instead of all this complicated stuff, we just simplify it in just this simple 2 breaks. Simply, I call this the double cycle block, the double PB. And if you guys have been following on my Telegram channel, I've been saying we have two PBs to the upside, so we are going long. We have two PBs to the downside, so we are going short. You have heard me say this countless times if you guys have been following on the Telegram channel. So if you guys want to join the Telegram community, the link is down in the description. Hit it right now and join. So right now, this is what you just have to follow instead of this crazy maniac stuff. Okay, it's just simple as that. Actually, I didn't even have to make this video so long. Let me see how long it has taken. 7 minutes. Very long. So I will actually just show you the examples, and you guys should go on your charts and start back testing it right fucking now. Okay, the opposite should be, if you're in a downtrend, it's just the opposite. 2 breaks, continue to the downside. As easy as that. I've just inverted the chart. So let's go on the live markets and I show you this beautiful concept. So as you guys remember, I was buying GBP USD some time back because it was showing very clear momentum to go at the to the upside. As you guys are seeing, we had multiple breaks taking us to the upside. So I wanted to continue longs from this region here, as I showed you guys in the previous videos right here. I was looking to long, though the market, though price liquidated the zone, and I was still looking to long. However, I had not gotten a clear structure to continue to the upside. So it went, broke our first low. I wasn't getting involved. It broke our first low, came to the upside. I was still looking to buy, though I wasn't buying at that time. I was just looking for the perfect structure to continue to the upside. So giving me the first break, I was patient, looking for reasons to buy. But when I got a double break, this is where everything changed. When we got a very clear break to the downside, without, not the wiki break, but the body break, that's when I started looking for reasons to sell. So per the moment, what I'm looking at on GU, I'm looking for strong sells, and per the time frame that we are on, I'm looking at this continue downwards. Though this is the daily time frame, this doesn't normally occur, but if this happens, and I'm talking about if this happens on the daily, because the daily, this is the available structure. I'm not saying that on the lower time frame this is it. On the lower time frame, I'm still looking to sell, because even I took some trades on maybe EU. Yeah, EU. I took some sells, and it was really so good. But for the moment, on the daily time frame, because as I say most of the times, time frames do not exist. So every time frame you can use it for an entry and exit if it's backed up by the big time frames, the daily, the weekly, the monthly. If you have strength on those time frames showing you that you're buyer, then on the lower time frames it has to be a buy. Okay, not doing this choky flippies, taking it up, taking it down, taking it up again. You're not the market maker, my friend. Your parents didn't create this market. So you have to keep the discipline. If the higher time frame is showing buys, you have to buy. If the higher time frame is showing sells, you have to sell. That's the way we do it in this game. So let's delete this real quick, and we go on the lower time frames just to prove my point. So by the moment, as you guys are seeing, the lower time frame is completely bearish. It gave us multiple breaks. So where did we start looking for sells? So if you look at this time frame, actually I'm not saying that we are short, because the higher time frame is showing us that actually sorry. So the lower time frame started showing us bearishness at this point. So these areas right here, there were areas I had to buy from. I don't want to confuse you with this, so let's just go on another pair for just clarity. So let's start with the daily UJ, because I've been selling UJ, I think, forever now. It's a very clean chart. This is what we are going to do. So I've been buying UJ since 4 months back. Last year, I've been selling UJ big time. So most of you, if you have been following on my Telegram channel, and if you want to follow everything that I've been doing, just click the link in the description, join the Telegram group, and follow up. Okay. So I've been I've been a buyer since this time on the weekly. Let me see. Actually, I started buying from this scenario when the market broke bullish. It had increasing protected lows. As you guys are seeing, we had increasing protected lows from the downside, 1, 2, and even multiple. But no, this one, the row was not met. So we had a break right here, 1, 2, the model that I'm teaching you guys. So when we broke 2 times, as I've showed you, like this, boom, so we're long. So when we got the third break, that's when we're looking for continuations to the upside. We're just pushing buys. But as you guys are seeing, we broke a low. So if we break a low, what I teach you on this public channel is, if we break a low, it doesn't mean that we are going short. It simply means that we are reaccumulating to continue to the upside if we are buyers. And if we are sellers, if it breaks a high, that means price is redistributing to continue to the downside. As simple as that. So me, what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at to liquidate this high, because I'm seeing all this is liquidity. And in the next video, I'm going to be talking about why most zones don't hold. And if so, why should you keep your emotions on the zone? And why should you look at the zones wrongly? You have to look at the zones followed by the big money, where the money is flowing to, where the liquidity is at. So by the moment, I'm just seeing this zone as liquidity. This zone is going to be liquidated, and we just continue to the upside, because I have been showing this since this point here. We went up, came back, mitigated this 2.0 reaccumulative 2.0, continue to the upside, gives us a retracement, continuing to the upside. So guys, let me show you on the lower time from what has happened. I show you how this model works. The Wyckoff, we get first our break to the upside. We are not looking at Wyckoff, remember. Like we are not looking at the other complicated stuff. We are not looking at that because it's really so complicated. That's the fact. I even took a lot of time learning that stuff. Though I used it around 8 months, I used it a very long time. But I won't lie, it's really profitable, though it has a very low win rate. Okay. This itself it's Wyckoff. Just break, second break, it's also Wyckoff. It's just simplified. Like, train your eyes to view this because it's a very easy concept. So we get the Dow breaks, first break, second break. So price reaccumulates, as you guys are seeing. Get involved on the reaccumulative 2.0s, continue the upside, comes back, mitigates again a 2.0, comes back, mitigates a 2.0, we are ready to run, comes up, mitigates a 2.0. So on the lower time frames, we are just stacking up orders, continuing, milking the cow. We are just continuing to the upside. Okay, that's how you can use this simplified tool that I've told you guys. It's just simple. We get our first break to the downside. When we want to go long, wait for this structure to shift bullish. That's the first one. So if the theories that I teach you guys, if price breaks a protected high, it doesn't mean that it's changing trend. It means that it's redistributing to continue to the downside. But if it gives you confirmation, if it gives you a double cycle block, as I call it, that means it's showing us energy that the bulls are coming into the market. And it doesn't mean that you just have to spot it anyhow in the market. You have to look at the higher time frames. If the higher time frames are showing you that we are coming as bulls, that means on the lower time frame, look for bulls. If the higher time frame is showing you that we are going to sell, that means we are looking for sells on the lower time frames.